Tell me you grew up in the 90s without telling me you grew up in the 90s. I was looking into the mirror with this ruffly shirt, and I feel like it's a fine line between cute ruffles and looking like that dinosaur in Jurassic Park with the fan neck that took out that guy in the Jeep. Like, why is the side not staying flat? Hello, beautiful YouTube people. This is Krissy, and we're back with another MBA video. I love watching what's in my bag videos. I love seeing what people are carrying around. I feel like I always find cool new little products from watching those videos. Hopefully you guys will find it helpful, maybe when you're starting your new semester in the fall. For those of you coming over to Haas or starting an MBA program, congratulations, by the way. So let's just jump in. Should I be doing ASMR again? All right, so jumping in, this is my Go Yard tote. It is called the Artois, and it is a beautiful tote bag. I'm not really a tote bag girl, but I found that being a student and being a toddler mom has pushed me away from the small bags more into larger bags, and so this has been such a game changer. But we're here to talk about what's inside the bag. All right, first up in our bag, we have an umbrella. If you are not from the Bay Area like myself, you can find this weather somewhat confusing. I find that it's rained sort of sporadically, even though the weather forecast says there's going to be no rain. That doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to rain. So I've learned to pack a little umbrella in here just in case. This umbrella has seen some love now, but it's a really cute tiny umbrella that I got in Japan. Of course, Japan. They have the best design for everything. It's super, super lightweight. That's why I love it, because it's so easy to carry. And it's kind of a jumbly mess right now, but you can fold it down really, really neatly and compactly if you're more patient than I am with the folding. We've got some sunglasses. These are from Claire V, which is the company that one of my good friends here in the program works for. That's also where my shirt is from as well. My dinosaur shirt. We've got our nameplate. This is the nameplate that we have to put in front of us and in our seat. Next up, I have a little pen case. This is a pen case that I got from Muji. Again, Japanese design, so super light, super well designed. And I also have this tiny little notebook from Muji. It's called a passport memo because it kind of looks like a passport. I love the grid dotted paper here. Love Muji products, love Muji stationery, so always have to carry these around. However, I will say I don't really handwrite notes in class anymore like I thought that I would. I have a ton of notebooks at home. I really thought I was gonna lean into the handwritten route. Instead, I've been more into the iPad. So this is really my go-to for school. I've got the little keyboard folio. I know it's all personal preference, but to me, this one is the superior keyboard option because it's just so light. I think that's gonna be like a running theme, is like I like things that are really lightweight. When you add it all together, it becomes really heavy and I hate carrying heavy stuff. I'm not that strong. So rather than carrying my laptop and my iPad, I'll try to just bring my iPad to class and take notes. I really love the Notability app to take notes. I'll just download the PDFs or the slides from the professors and take notes directly on there. But again, if you are more of a laptop person, you can just bring your laptop to class. But I try to stay just on my iPad, also because if I'm on my laptop, I find it much easier to get distracted with my work items. And I try as best as I can to stay focused in class, and my iPad is a little more slimmed down in terms of like all the accounts that I'm logged into and things like that. So, all right, the other electronic device that I always have with me obviously is my phone, which I'm using to film right now, so I can't show it on here. But in order to keep that charge, because we're in class all day, I will usually bring this, which is a little bowl. There are chargers, but you will usually have multiple people trying to use the chargers, or you have multiple devices. This one is from Anchor. I like it because, again, it's small, it's lightweight. That's the running theme here. But also because it's MagSafe, so it can just kind of snap onto the back of my iPhone. It also has this little foldable outside case, so it can kind of become like a little tripod, a little stand. So when I'm watching movies on the plane, I usually don't get to watch movies on the plane because I'm usually still trying to finish homework. But on the way back, I will usually try to take a break and watch a movie. All right, on the theme of electronics, I also have all of these wires. I mean, I got this wire when I was traveling in China. I like it because it gives you all the options. So on one side, it's USB-C, but if you snap that on, it can be USB. You basically have, so it's like 3 options on this side, 2 options on this side. So really handy. And then as well, power adapter here. It also has 2 different ports. It has a USB and a USB-C. There's not always a ton of plugs, and there might be a lot of people using devices. So it's kind of nice to have more than one port because most of us have more than one device. Or if you're not using both, you can kind of share with a classmate so you're not hogging the plug all to yourself. I have this cute little water bottle. I love this water bottle. I call this my to-go water bottle. I know. This is not enough water. You should be drinking more water. I don't use this at home. At home, I usually keep a bigger bottle next to me on my desk. But when I'm traveling at the airport, I don't know how many times, I'm like really realizing this as I have to say it out loud. I don't like carrying a giant heavy water bottle everywhere, especially when I'm traveling, because I'm usually carrying a bunch of heavy stuff anyway. I love to bring this in my purse when I travel. I love that it fits in most of my bags. We've got a wallet. I have a set of reusable bags here. These are from Baggu. I absolutely love these. The bigger one, I can fit this whole tote bag inside of this reusable bag. And so if I have to put my purse on the ground and it looks kind of dirty, or even in the security bins to check through, like if I want to protect my bag a little bit more, I'll wrap it in this reusable bag. I will say I use these way more than I thought that I would, and so I tend to just keep them in every bag that I take around. This one matches my sunglasses case, which is also like foamy and soft. This is also from Baggu. They always get me with their new prints every season. They're so cute. We've got some jewelry. I just have a tiny case that has different earrings and stuff that I like to bring. I'm not a big jewelry person, so nothing really exciting here, but I love these little bracelets. I got this at a women's brunch that I went to, and I just thought they were so cute. They kind of look like the Taylor Swift bracelets that were super popular last summer. I just love them. I think they're adorable. I feel like it's peak girlhood, and yeah, super cute. I also have these little Berkeley Haas mints. If I had some advice for new incoming students, like don't go too crazy at the bookstore, especially if you're someone that likes to participate in events and things, because I feel like as you go to different events, you'll like pick up this free swag along the way. Like I've got a hat, I've got a shirt, I've got mints, I've got bracelets, I've got a bear, I don't even know what else, but yeah, so you'll sort of pick up different Berkeley Haas swag. And so we've got a pair of AirPods that's missing the top cover. I need new headphones, but I don't know which ones to buy. Someone send me a recommendation. This is just my car keys. These are some baby wipes, mostly because I'm a mom, but also because whenever we go out to eat places, sometimes the tables aren't always super clean, so I like to be able to like wipe stuff down. Hand sanitizer, some little tissues. So there are some tissues they sell in China that they have kind of like female and male tissues that will have more flowery type of scents, and then they have some male ones that will have like this cologne type of smell, kind of like an Axe body spray, but like that's like blended into the tissues. So I always thought that was kind of fun and interesting, but these aren't those. But anyway, these are just like little tissues that we got from China. I have not 1, not 2, but 3 sunscreen products in my bag. I'm that person that's always telling you to wear sunscreen. I very much love this brand called Supergoop. The thing I love about their sunscreens, specifically their liquid sunscreens, is just that it doesn't leave a white cast. If you are a brown person or a person of color of any shade, you know that sunscreens that leave a white cast, like, that sucks. It's not fun. So I was always super happy with their products because they don't leave those white casts. And then that led me to this one, which is a resetting mineral powder. This is great because you can just put it on, like reapply during the day, because you're supposed to reapply your sunscreen. I don't know. So you slide it down, you twist it, and then you can kind of just like reapply your sunscreen. And it's super easy. Again, great to apply over makeup. And also it's nice because it's not a liquid, right? So I don't get scared that this is gonna like spill all over my bag or something. This one I just got like a week ago. This is called their Unseen Sunscreen Stick. And this one kind of like a deodorant type of application. But again, I love it because you can just sort of like rub it on and it's not really greasy. It doesn't leave like a sticky finish. So yeah, this one's been great. I kind of been using this one mostly when I'm driving. Whenever the sun's kind of coming in on one side and feels like one of your arms is on fire. This is good to protect you there. We have a little hand lotion, many lip products. Here's 2 lip products in there. I've got a little compact mirror. I love it. I love this because it's from Sailor Moon. I got this at one of those gachapon machines in Japan. Got a little snack. The program provides you with snacks basically all day. So really the only reason I carry snacks in my bag is when I'm going on the airplane, because I'm always leaving my house super early and trying to get an early flight over here. So I usually don't get time for much breakfast. So I'll throw a couple little snack bars in my bag. This is super important. This is my little baby pharmacy that I carry around. I got this at Daiso. It's Sanrio themed, but this is so important. It's so easy to get sick in different varieties when you're here, and so I like to try to bring a little bit of everything. I mean, we have a Target right down the street, so you can always go grab what you need, but it's kind of nice because most of the time I find that I don't need like a whole bottle of something. Like I don't need a whole bottle of Advil. I might just need like one dosage here or there or something like that. And so to carry a little bit of different things around is great. Let's see, I've got Advil, I've got Aleve, that one's empty. I've got stomach medicine, I've got Tums, the Benadryl. Yeah, so anyway, different little stuff. This is what happens after you turn 30, kids. You have to carry your medicines with you if you're going to be away from your house for any extended amount of time. Getting old is a privilege. And then I've got this cute little green bag here. Besides the little mini pharmacy over there, this is sort of my everything quote-unquote first aid kit that I tend to carry in all of my bags. Of course, we've got more lip products. We've got a baby deodorant because your girl gets sweaty walking up that hill. Feminine product needs things here. I've got wet ones, again, airplane, wipe things down. Shout wipes, these are great in case you get any spills on your clothes. Lactate because I can't drink milk anymore and that's annoying, but sometimes they'll surprise us with things like boba and I want to be able to drink it. So here's some Lactate. We've got the tiniest of tiny lip products. Band-Aid. This is super handy. This is the little Colgate. They're like baby toothbrushes, and so it kind of has like a toothpick type of end and then more of a toothbrush type of end. This is super helpful if you're like me and you feel like you always get food stuck in your teeth. So super helpful to have one in your bag after lunch or something. You can kind of just go check, make sure looking good. Some Dayquil. And last but not least, we have our little ID tag. So now that everyone kind of knows each other's names, we don't always have to wear this, but anytime we have some kind of event where we're meeting new people, for example, this weekend we're going to be meeting the class of 2026, which is exciting, and so it's usually nice to wear this so people can know your name. And we have my little angry Oski. I got him at the bookstore. I put him on my bag every time I come to Block. Are you angry? He says yes. And that's it. That's everything that I carry in my bag every time I come up to Block. I hope you guys found this useful. Maybe there's some products here that you might want to try. If there's something that you guys bring when you go to class that you think might be useful, let me know. I'd love to check it out. And I hope to see you on the next video. All right, bye.